Hello, I'm Refashionista Sheri, and you may remember that I recently shared a little mini thrift haul featuring trousers that I had scored for 50% off. And I don't know about in your area, but where I am, changing rooms are non-existent now in thrift stores. I mean, I'm a refashionista. I rarely tried anything on to begin with because I know if it doesn't fit, I can fix it or I can make it into something else, right? But these trousers were a pair that I got and I thought they were gonna be okay, but as I shared in the show and tell, they are quite a bit too big for me in the waist, plus I have to shorten them as well. So that's what we're gonna do today. But then I remembered that I had another pair of jeans. Now, these ones were part of a thrifted mystery box that I scored online, and the length is perfect, but the waist is pretty big on me. And I actually got something online to try with these and it's finally arrived. So today we're gonna downsize these with my Refashionista know-how, and we're gonna downsize these with this clever little thing that I bought online. So let's get making. So clearly all you need are trousers or jeans or pants that are too big for you in the waist and your sewing gear. Now for the black ones, I think I might actually use my sewing machine, but this can also be done with just hand sewing. And for the gray jeans here, because I have these adorable little tools that I got online, they will definitely have to be stitched on with hand sewing, but let's start with the black ones. Okay, so I've actually already shortened the black trousers here, and even though these look like jeans, they're actually a poly rayon blend, so they're not really thick at all, which is why I think I can just zip them through my machine super easy. And pardon my hair clip back there holding my shirt up, but you can kind of get a really good idea from the back how big they are on me. They are quite large. And I was thinking to take in the back as I did in a previous tutorial. I'll link that down below for you because it's super easy. But I think if I just gather it up here with elastic or something, it's going to be too bunchy in the back. So I think it's better to take in the sides. And these pockets are fake. Anyway, why the heck do designers do this? Like, what is the use? It's not attractive looking and it's definitely not useful. But in this case, it makes my life a bit easier because I can just pinch this on the sides, and I think I'm going to take it in 2 to 3 centimeters on each side and just stitch down at an angle. And I don't have pockets to worry about, so I guess thank you, designer, for making these very stupid pocketless looking pants. So I now have my trousers inside out laying on my nice flat table, and I have my measure. And I think I'm just going to start with 2 centimeters on each side, and if I need to take in more, then I can. So I'm just going to measure from one side of the trousers in 2 centimeters, put a little mark with my lovely vintage chalk marker, and because it has these fake pockets, I'm actually going to use this rivet here as my kind of stopping area, and I'm just going to mark it going down at an angle towards this fake pocket rivet. Okay, and then all I have to do is stitch the front and the back together following my little angle line here, and then repeat it on the other side of the trouser waist. And look, it actually worked. It is nice and smooth and flat, and I do not have nearly the amount of gaping and gapping at the back here, and again, they're not falling down anymore. That's the most important thing. So yay for another very, very quick and easy mend, and let's move on to the next one. Okay, so I've had these since Christmas time, I guess, and they've just been sitting there because they're not super comfortable at all because the waistband is so big. They fit me pretty well in my hips and my legs and everything, but this is crazy. You could fit almost another whole person in here. So when I saw these clever little things here, I thought, hey, let's try them on these jeans. So apparently you just stitch them on like buttons, and then they clip together, and they're supposed to hold this in place here. So like that would get folded over, and that holds it in place. And then if you want to loosen it, you just open them up again. But how cute is that? I think that looks super cute. So we're gonna figure out, I guess, where I need to stitch them on. And I was thinking here would probably be pretty good, you know, kind of right above the pocket area. Because once again, look at these pockets. That's it. That's the pocket there. Can really carry a lot. All right, so I figured that I need to take in the waistband about 10 centimeters. So I'm going to stitch these approximately 5 centimeters apart. And I just went ahead and grabbed one of my kiddos' markers, and I just marked here 1 and 2 where I'm going to stitch them on. And now I'm just going to hand stitch them on. If you're not sure about hand stitching, might I suggest downloading my Sewing Basics ebook. Everything is in there that you need to know about hand stitching, including a bunch of awesome hand stitching tutorials. But if you really want to start your sustainable style refashionista journey, go ahead and enroll in my rockin' Refashioning 101 e-course, because absolutely everything is in there that you could possibly need. All of my tips, tricks, tutorials, and hacks for getting started with thrifting, my wardrobe audit, just absolutely everything. Laundry tips, no-sew sewing, hand sewing, machine sewing, plus the whole section all about how to sell those items you don't want anymore, as well as your awesome Refashionista creations. And best of all, you get my epic Refashioning 101 ebook as a downloadable bonus when you take the e-course. But even better than all of that, with the code REFASHION50, you get 50% off. So it's linked down below. Go check it out, enroll, and create the eco-fashion wardrobe of your dreams. Okay, so I have both sides stitched on, and here's the moment of truth. Let's see. La la, look at that. It clips and gathers, and on this side as well. And definitely this has shrunk the waistband, but I'm very curious to see what it's going to look like. So you know what? Let's go try everything on and style it all up. Another success, and I know, this wasn't a big dramatic Refashionista tutorial, but you know what? Sometimes all we need is to make our pants fit better, and then it'll help us get through the day, right? So not every tutorial has to be an amazing dramatic refashion, and sometimes it can be useful, because useful things are what? They're useful! Anyway, I really hope this tutorial was useful for you. I mean, it's basically a 2-for-1, and that's always awesome. Oh, a 3-for-1, because I have linked my oldie but goodie waistband shrinking tutorial down below for you, and that one is where you just do the back part here. And I mean, they're all very, very simple. What do you guys think of these? Do you think it came out okay? I mean, they work, but I will be totally brutally honest with you, and whenever you sit down or whenever it gets like the smallest bit of slack, it comes apart. So that's a little bit annoying. I think I might try to make my own version of these. So do let me know down below if you want me to try to do that and make ones that are actually going to be sturdy and stay together, because it is an adorable idea, but I'm pretty sure I could figure something out using buttons, cool buttons from my stash. So yeah, let me know down below if you want that. And you know what time it is now, guys? It is time for cool things in my house. And here's another cool thing in my house. This one I actually got when I was living in Berlin, Germany, from a charity shop. And when I saw her laying there, I could not believe my luck because it was the different version of one of my favorite toys that I just loved to play with when I was little. And it is this. Now, you might be thinking, what the heck is this? Well, this is Cinderella when she had to clean and everything. Isn't she gorgeous? And she's crying, of course. But then when you flip her over, there she is as the beautiful princess. And the version I had when I was little was Little Red Riding Hood. And when you flipped her over, it was the big bad wolf dressed as grandma. Did anybody else have one of these? And if so, do you still have it? And another cool thing in my house is this very cool foldable ruler, which I picked up somewhere in my world living adventures when I was in Europe. And you can see it actually is a meter stick. It is that long, and it does have centimeters on one side, inches on the other. But like, how neat is that it just all folds up? Like you fold this side, then you fold this side, and then you fold it together. And I guess it could kind of fit in your pocket if you wanted to take it somewhere, but very cool. And it was made in Denmark. And another cool thing in my house is this very vintage women's swimming cap. And I don't know why I have this. It is just super hilarious. And it says it has an inner dry seal band to keep hair dry and neat. One size only fits all heads. Now, I got a lot of hair, and I don't quite think this was made for so much big floofy hair, but I guess it kind of fits. You could say it's one size fits all. I hope you enjoyed those silly little cool things in my house this time. And as always, let me know down below what kind of tutorials you guys would like to see, and I shall see if I can make them for you. And until next time, stay safe, stay well, and I'll catch ya on the zigzag. Oh, one sec. Do you guys know my wonderful scarf trick here? You see what is holding this? It just looks like a lovely matching orange ring, right? Because that's exactly what it is. So you can actually switch up your outfit by wearing something like this. You have a ring there, you can put it on your finger and just knot this if you want, or put it, let me see, it's gonna work, around your hat.
This is Confessions of a Refashionista.